Alright, hello, I'm Dr. Ezine Dev, and welcome back to FNaF Explored. Today we're going to be looking at FNaF 2, specifically the Mike Skull and some unused AI counters and sprites. So first off, this is the FNaF 2 office from a developer's point of view. As you can see, it's pretty crowded with a bunch of stuff, so we're just going to minimize a little bit this here, make it a bit less cluttered. Okay. This is a lot better here. We can actually see what's going on. And as you might have already noticed, the skull is down here. It's just called Mike. Now if I click on this, it'll open up this object editor here. And as you can see, there's only one frame in the animation sequence. And nothing really special about it. If I go back here and turn it over to the event editor, Fusion's coding screen, and if I can do this, scroll over until I find the Mike skull at the top. As you can see, there are no lines of code that partake to the skull at all. Out of the 751 of them, there is not a single one. So, with this, all these other squares here, these are the AI trackers. And what that means is that right here is like a brief map of the complex. And wherever an animatronic is, their associated marker will appear on that camera. But like if they're in the hallway, they'll appear at one of these hallway areas. And if they're in your office, they're gonna appear somewhere close to here. Now, what I like about all of this, the theory that I like the most that partakes to the Mike skull is that it was an AI counter, or a pawn that represents where your character is at on the map. Like you were originally supposed to move around the map, and that was just scrapped early on. As I think it might be, because Scott has a tendency to leave assets like this in the game, so entirely possible. But anyway, what also you might notice is all these zeros and numbers across the screen. All of these are the AIs of every single animatronic. And yes, some of these are repeated, like we have Foxy right here. If I keep going through here, we're going to find old Foxy, and I think it's, the new Foxy, aka Mangle. It's stated twice. I don't know exactly the reason why right now, but there's probably some sort of reason I just haven't found yet. Now, what I find interesting here, a couple new ones here. Like we have Old Freddy, Old Bonnie, Old Chica, Old Foxy, Balloon Boy, New Freddy, New Bonnie, New Chica, New Foxy, but we also have Golden Freddy and Sock Puppet. Which I think is the AI counter for the puppet, which I'll get to over here in a second. What's also interesting is that if I know it's on here somewhere. Yeah, right here, the Paper Pals have their own AI counter. I do not know why. I don't think it gets used. Hold on. Go in here, and then go over here so it's marked. I don't think it's get used for anything, but I'm going to make sure of that. Okay, we have a couple of things here. Okay. So it is used for a couple of things, from the looks of it anyway. I could use the scroll wheel here, that is. So it is used for a couple of things. But overall, I'm not sure a lot of people know this. Now, speaking of which, we have to address the elephant in the room, that, over here, this puppet sprite. This is referred to as, well, puppet in office. It's exactly what you think it is. It's sprite of the puppet, full strings and all, in the office. Now, this, as you might know, you never actually see this in-game. But if I were to head to the code here, and then click on it, yeah, it gets deleted as soon as the game starts. So you'll never actually see it. But it is here. Presumably the puppet was supposed to enter the office at some point, but you never actually see him there. Oh, and we have JJ down here too. Yeah, it's actually called JJ. That's the full sprite if you've never actually seen it. And RXQ, I think, might be on a higher layer. Oh, there's some Halloween stuff in the plushies, too. Where is RXQ? I'll get to the toxic meter in a second. I know he's... Wait, no, hold on. Let me look over here for him first. He says every object in this frame, which is the office. Called that? No. Oh, and Golden Freddy's also just called Yellow Bear here, too, for some reason. Although, you know, in the main menu, it's called Golden Freddy. He's still Yellow Bear here. So, you might not know that. Where is he? This is for scrolling, I think. A voice. Paper Pal. Yes, Paper Pal. Oh, yeah. He's even called Golden Freddy. I mean, Golden over here. So, don't know what the whole Yellow Bear thing's about. Frame. Seeing if I can find it. He might just be one of the ones that are labeled as active, which means that Scott never actually gave it a name. That is the flashlight button. Balloon Boy. He never named Balloon Boy. That is Mangle. And there are different variations. That is Toy Bonnie. That is a line. That's another line. This is The Office. This is what the Office of FNaF 2 looks like when it's not being scrolled around. And all the cameras here are actually part of the office frame. Every single camera state. It's the same for FNaF 1. I think most of the FNaF games as well. I know for FNaF 3 they have like a separate camera object. Even like the flashlight and vents are all here. And every single camera instance. Head down to the bottom, we can see this is the stuff that was added last. So it looks like Balloon Boy and that part was all last. Oh, and there's Endo 2. Here's a full shot of Endo 2 if you haven't seen him yet. You haven't seen the full image. Here he is. I still have not seen RXQ. I thought he would have been named. I know, what I do know, and what a lot of people usually get wrong, I mean, I got this wrong for a while, is that when you do see RXQ, it doesn't actually crash your game. What it does, that's the camera text. What it does is that it just ends the game. It doesn't actually crash it. See, Fusion has this thing where you can just cause, like, certain objects. There's a certain line of code here. I can probably just show it to you. Right here under the storyboard, where you can click here and just hit end application. And that's what the thing with Shadow Bonnie does. Is that it just ends the game as soon as he's summoned. It doesn't actually crash. The game will just end. See if I can find it. It's one of these, I think. Okay, hold on. There is an RWQ object. I just gotta find it in this mess. Or is it a counter? Might be a counter that I did. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Oh, no, here he is. Here is what Shadow Bonnie is called. He's a Shadow Bonnie in all of his glory. Yeah. Oh, here, yeah, I'm talking about the toxic meter. Oh, and random test counter. There you go, something I may have missed. This is the toxic meter. It's actually two objects. Oh, that's not what I wanted to open. Toxic meter is actually two objects. First of all is the actual toxic piece itself, and the counter, which is just called toxic. It's a counter that counts up, it's a horizontal bar, and it's colored green. If I head here, I might be able to find it here, see if it has any code associated with it. Sorry for the cut. Let's see if I can find that. Is it not registered? Dang it. Just called Toxic Bar. I'm seeing if it's here. I know it is here. I just need to get it fully registered here. Okay, yeah, it is. If it's registered, that means I can actually see it up here. Might take a little bit. And according to this, I should be able to see. It goes alphabetically last I checked. At least, well, it should. I think I'm already in counters. Where is this? How about shut up already? Hold on, what is it right next to? Is it right next to anything? Oh, here we go. Show object events. So when that is 0, it goes invisible. Toxic greater than 10 and max mass equals 0. Total value of mass equals 2. Do only one action event loops, it reappears. Toxic equals 10, max is that. Turn it invisible. Max is 1, reappear. That. Yeah, but it's not actually used. I believe what makes it work isn't actually triggering the game, so you will never actually see it. And plus, even if you could, it's underneath the camera, so you wouldn't see it regardless. But anyway, oh, and unused string up here. And anyway, I think I'm probably gonna do it for this video. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next episode.